Essentially, well, I'm in the process of trying to reverse or void out the contempt final order. They purged me a few $1,000s, and I'll see them again next year. But dealing with you and your studies and what you putting out here, nothing, nothing from the form of service they sent me the paper with down to how the hearings are conducted are appropriate or by their procedural rules.
And so that everybody will understand clearly, definition of contempt is a refusal to obey a legal order, mandate, or decree constitutes an act of contempt. Typically, it has to do with just willful disregard of a lawful order. And as you see here before the trial court, but because the trial court failed to find that the appellant had the present ability to pay support, the order must be reversed.
The standard of review for determining whether a party has the present ability to pay before found in willful contempt for failing to pay the child support obligation is governed by Florida law, which requires specific procedural and evidentiary findings.
Stop.
Courts must ensure compliance with the constitutional due process protections and Florida family law rules of procedure.
Right there. So, which established that incarceration for civil contempt cannot be imposed unless the trial court makes a separate affirmative finding that the contemptor possesses the present ability to comply with the purge conditions set forth in the contempt order. And it further codified this requirement, mandates the order finding must include, as we saw before, a specific finding that the contemptor had the present ability to pay support and willfully failed to comply with the prior order. But let me say this also, because I don't know if I said it in the beginning, I always highly recommend people get an attorney. But what I will say is, even if you get a great attorney, which there are many, at the end of the day, it's still your case. Now, in the event that you can't afford adequate legal representation, or you just don't want to pursue a competent attorney in your state, then I would highly suggest that you become very familiar with the law, the nuances of the law, the rules, and the exceptions to the rules, and the exceptions to the exceptions to the rules.